There's no necklace that's worth as much as a bar, except that one right there. Give it back.
Not unless you hand over the bar. The more you resist, the more it will lead to the worst possible outcome for you.
You're going to kill me and all my friends?
What? No, I'm just not going to give the necklace back.
Oh, well, that's not as bad. But I still don't like it. Man, this sucks.
Think about it. You barely have any customers. The ones you have don't pay. Take me, for example. I didn't pay a dime, and I took your pint glass.
That's just how I choose to run my business. People prefer free things, and the customer is always right.
If you went to business school like me, you would know that money talks, and you need to listen to what the money is telling you. Thomas Jefferson and his friends like Lincoln and the other guy on the money, they're the only business partners you'll ever need. Except for me and Rich, you'll need us too.
I thought this was America, the land of doing it on your own in spite of what everyone else in the community wants and needs. If I wanted to be part of some kind of community, I'd go back to my ancestral homeland of Canada.
You're not wrong, I suppose. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to take your business for myself whether you like it or not.
You'll have to do it over my dead body. Or wait, you did say you're not planning to kill me, right? Because I'd rather live if I have a choice.
Well, I'm going to make you wish you were dead. Or at least make you have a bad evening.
With our enemies deposed, we're free to just waltz right into the green room till it's time to perform, huh?
People are gonna flip when they hear how many bags of wool we're talking about.
Not so fast. I'm the stage manager. Are you in a band?
Yeah, we're in the opening band, whatever they're called.
Just you two?
Uh-huh.
I met them earlier and there were like 12 of them?
We had to make some tough business decisions. We streamlined the band in order to be more dynamic on stage. Those other guys were dead weight.
Okay, well, you go on in 30.
Gotcha. We're gonna slam some beers so we can bring more energy to our performance.
If you want a shotgun one with us, all you have to do is ask.
Nah, I'm good. I'm moonlighting as a construction worker, so I've got to operate heavy machinery right after this.
All right, we'll see you later then.
Hey, wait, did you hear that? The stage manager has to work 2 jobs just to make ends meet. Maybe this place really does need to unionize.
Oh, he can't be that poor. A real poor person would want to drink as many free beers as possible for the precious calories.
Oh, I guess that's true.
Let's just dump all these stupid union leaflets on the corpses of the Gut-Defiler wedding band and slam some beers.
Okay, I guess this is what it takes to succeed in show business.
Yeah, it is. Now drink up.
All right, well, I'll compromise my morals and everything else that matters to me in this world. But I can't compromise on the amount of bags of wool we're talking about tonight. I still think 3 is the classic number, and people want to hear it.
Anything less than 100 bags, and the audience isn't even going to fucking react. This is show business, not the sheep shearing business. If you want to see 3 bags of wool, I've got a plane ticket to Dumfries and Galloway with your name on it. That's a place in Scotland with a lot of sheep, by the way.
Working class people like that stage manager have likely never seen more than a single bag of wool in their lives. Even 3 is extravagant to them, but still few enough bags to be relatable.
Look, man, if you're in this business to chronicle the struggles of lowly working people, I've got a plane ticket to Long Branch, New Jersey with your name on it. That's where Mr. Bruce Springsteen was born. I'm sure you can get a lot of inspiration there, but I'm here to sell people dreams, and fewer than 100 bags simply is not dreaming big enough for me.
That's the stupidest bullshit I ever heard in my life. We're obviously getting nowhere with this. I guess we'll just have to get on stage and see what happens.
I guess we will.
Where the hell is that office? I've got to stop Raina before she does something stupid. Let's try this one.
Yo, now who could this be?
Sorry, wrong door. I was hoping to find the Fairbank office, but you're Rex Rhapsody, right? I met you at the Subway.
What's your favorite sandwich to order at Subway?
The classic 30-centimeter sub, of course. You can put anything on it, and I'm leaving happy. But look, I'm still interested in giving you a job. If I can just find Ruby Fairbank, I'll be that much closer to hiring you.
The history of music is ripe with classic hiring decisions. On January 24, 1962, Brian Epstein was officially hired by John, Paul, George, and drummer Pete Best in a deal that gave Epstein a 25% cut of the Beatles' gross earnings for the next 5 years.
Yikes, I'm gonna think about that. I really will, but For now, can you direct me toward Ruby's office?
NBC's hit adaptation of The Office first aired on March 24, 2005. What's your favorite musical moment from the show?
All right, I don't have time for this. Great stuff, though. I'm looking forward to the day you can do social media for my bar. Really.
Finally, people are filtering in. If I can get these flyers into the hands of just a fraction of the audience, they'll be pumped for the union drive by the time Proxy mentions it on stage. Oh man, already time for the opener, huh? Wait,
Is this fucking crowd ready to go nuts? It's time to fuck this shit up.
Please don't fuck up anything that we would have to pay for. Please be respectful to the working class workers of this venue who can scarcely afford a bag of wool.
Did somebody say bag of wool? I'm gonna go insane on this beat. Just watch me.
Pull up in the fuzzy Benz, wool rims, sheep on my feet. I got wool Tims, wool shades, wool chain. Are you smoking wool? Yes, sir, yes, 3 dime bags full. Made $1 million shearing sheep, now I got wool on my wrist. Wool seats in the Benz, maybe now you get the gist.
It's the British days when that shit did not exist. Half my sheep got repossessed, now I can barely subsist.
Wool on my wrist, so many sheep. Can't count my flock without falling asleep. Wool on my money, there's sheep in my stacks. My assets in wool to avoid paying tax.
Which put a hex on my sheep. Dark sorcery gives me the creeps. It's still the British days, life is so hard. These times are so old and my neighbor's the bard.
I'm cloning my money so they call me Dolly. I run the sheep game like a border collie. So much sheep's clothing they think I'm a wolf. I'm the wolf of Wall Street, I got so much wool.
A wolf just ate half of my flock. There's like 50 sheep outlined in chalk. The wool game is cold, now my conscience is scarred. Cholera just claimed the life of the bard.
Pull up in the fuzzy Benz, wool rims, sheep on my feet. I got wool Tims, wool shades, wool chain. Are you smoking wool? Yes, sir, yes, 3 dime bags full. Made $1 million shearing sheep, now I got wool on my wrist. Wool seats in the Benz, maybe now you get the gist.
It's the British days when that shit did not exist. The famous bar just died, and now I can barely subsist. 3 bags entertainment, mixtape coming soon. Album coming soon. Second album coming soon.
Are you fucking kidding me? Look at the crowd. They're barely putting their hands up like they don't care.
That means they actually care a lot. So the song was a success. All thanks to my message.
The song was a failure. Nobody feels motivated to grind for more bags of wool.
And I don't feel motivated to finish this set. I'm out of here. This whole band was a terrible idea from the start. And we forgot to even pick a name.
Look, Ruby, if you don't give me my necklace back, I'm just gonna have to buy a new one.
You already said it's irreplaceable. Did you really think I would fall for that?
Okay, well, how about you give me the necklace in exchange for the bar, and I'll just buy a new bar?
Sure. Of course, you would need money to do that.
Damn. Well, I'll earn money working at your bar till I can afford my own.
Not at the wages we'll be paying. But does that mean you've accepted my terms? It sounds like you've reached the bargaining stage, which comes after the anger stage on that thing with all the stages.
Listen, Ruby, all the world's a stage. And it seems you have upstaged me with this necklace shenanigan. If I choose the necklace now, I can always get the bar back later. Just promise me that you won't change anything about how we run things.
Well, I'm going to force you to actually make money. So basically everything is going to change. But in time, you'll see that Rich and I were right all along, and you'll be grateful for our intervention.
Whatever your invention is, we don't need it. We were doing just fine before you showed up. But sadly, I don't see any other way out of this.
That's right. Here's the necklace. Now are you ready to hand the bar over to me?
Yeah. You probably need to sign this paper, right? I've been keeping it in my pocket at all times so I don't lose it.
Excellent. Soon the whole business corridor of Little Canada will be ours. And next, the world.
What's up?
Thanks, everyone. It's incredible to be here with you tonight. This next song is about a bird from outer space. His name is Timmy, and he came to Earth to tell us not to have wars anymore. It's kind of an important message. But before we begin, I have another important message. The workers of this venue are being exploited by the evil owners, and it's time they did something about it. So I'm asking all my fans to support the workers by boycotting this venue, starting right after they pay me for tonight's show. We're going to shut this place down until every worker gets what they deserve. $100 an hour and 2 healthcare plans each.
This is perfect. By starting negotiations so high, they're sure to win at least $50 an hour and 1 healthcare plan.
And another thing, how come workers don't bring metal lunchboxes to work anymore? And whatever happened to sitting on a steel beam at the top of an unfinished skyscraper, eating a sandwich with your pals? We're going to win free metal lunchboxes for all the workers, and we're going to force them to eat lunch on a steel beam 100 stories in the air.
Okay, some fresh air will do the workers good. This is still good.
When I wrote my album about a space bird, who comes from outer space, by the way, I was thinking about an actual bird. But now that I'm here with all my fans, I realize that the space bird was actually a metaphor for a person from Earth. And in my song where the space bird gets put in a cage, that was actually a metaphor for a job. And when the bird breaks out of the cage and plays a gratuitous organ solo for 6 minutes, that was actually a metaphor for making a living wage.
She's a genius.
I prepared a slideshow about the benefits of a union that I'd like to show you all. Since the 1980s, productivity has skyrocketed, while wages have remained stagnant. Tell me, does that seem fair to you? On the planet the spacebird is from, wages have continued to increase in tandem with productivity.
Ruby told me to follow a predictable walk cycle as I patrol the hallways, occasionally opening doors and scanning what's inside. I hope I don't find anything out of the ordinary in the green room. The opening band! They're all knocked out, and they're covered in union leaflets. Did the union organizers do this to them? Those commie bastards! They probably couldn't stand the unflinching pro-capitalist lyrics of the Gut Defiler wedding band.
Oh, hey, I just wanted to see if my friends were still back here. Do you work here? I heard they only pay you in cube points, and that makes you poorer than even an endangered cheetah, or something like that.
Cube points? The hell are you talking about?
Anyway, I'm helping to organize the place, so to get you your fair share.
You? Did you do this to the band? You poisoned them!
I'd like to poison them against the idea of an ownership class that extracts profit from their labor, but I would never poison them with poison.
We'll see about that! You're coming with me!
Can I get 3 shots of whiskey? I'm trying to forget this horrible night. My friend here probably wants 100 shots.
I'll take 2 Colt 45s and a shot of 10 high to equal 100.
I don't think Cube sells Colt 45. You'll have to settle for 50 pints of Two-Hearted Ale. Although for you, they should make something called Two-Faced Ale, because of how you betray people.
Let the bartender speak for himself, although it seems he's being very shy right now and letting us carry the dialogue instead.
Even if the bartender started talking, you'd probably just ignore all his ideas. His ideas about drinks, I guess. Basically, this is a thinly veiled complaint about how you ignored my song ideas.
Look, I didn't ask for this. When I moved to this city on accident and got forced into this shitty job, I thought my life was finally looking up. But now that our band has failed, I see that my life is over and everything has been pointless.
It's your own fault. You shouldn't have started a band with integrity if your only intention was to sell out and write songs about the materialistic pursuit of too much wool.
That song is authentic. I really want to have that much wool in real life.
You know when the Beatles started to suck? The moment they turned pop. And that's what you're trying to do with our sound.
I hate pop, dude. I only listen to bands that suck. No band that I like could ever write a hook to save their lives.
I could tell you exactly what I think about that right now, but I think I'll save it for a song on my solo album.
Oh, interesting. I was just thinking of a song for my solo album about the exact same thing.
There you are. Where did you get off to?
Oh, nowhere really. I was just hanging out basically. By myself.
The necklace. You got it back. Don't tell me you...
Yeah, I just found it. Turns out it was sitting on the floor of Cube all along. I must have left it here when I was wandering around aimlessly in different time.
Ruby Fairbank had it, didn't she?
Yeah, but it was all a misunderstanding, so she gave it back completely for free.
What an odd thing to say.
Anyway, I'll be seeing you. I've got a busy day tomorrow, and my boss said I have to be at work by 8.
Your boss? You didn't...
Look, I'm as mad as you are. I'd love to sleep in, but I don't have a choice.
You took my business from me, ran it into the ground, then just gave it away. What more do you need to steal from me to be happy?
Well, I also stole your locket watch. I'd give it back, but I forgot where I put it.
We're finished. Just know that if you find me drinking poison ale straight from the tap, You're the one who led me to it.
Poison ale is only for mishaps and antics. You're not supposed to drink it on purpose.
Well, good luck stopping me.
This is the first venue I've seen with its own detention cell. It seems like a bad omen for how they treat their workers, but a sick place to shoot a music video.
Well. It appears as if we've caught us a snake. Or perhaps a rat. Well, no matter. I am like the thing that eats snakes and rats. Like half eagle, half snake. But when I say I'm like a snake, I only mean that I eat rats, metaphorically. And the eagle half eats the snakes. I'm not a cannibal snake who eats other snakes. The snake part of me eats rats, and the eagle part eats snakes. Only metaphorically. I hope that's all clear.
Don't be so sure of yourself. You think you're an eagle that's cornered a snake? Well, what if I'm a thing that eats eagles, like a vulture or a different eagle who has a gun?
I didn't come here to discuss which animals are good at eating other animals, even though I clearly started it, and in retrospect, that's exactly what I wanted to talk about. I think I needed to get that brainworm out, so thank you for indulging me. But we have more serious matters to discuss. I've been told that you're trying to poison the workers against us, and that you poisoned our performers with actual poison.
Look, I didn't poison anyone, and your workers wanted to form the union themselves. They're tired of working long hours and being paid in cube points.
Cube points? Like a Pullman Town-style fake currency? Wow, that's a great idea. But I'm afraid this current batch of workers can no longer be trusted. We're going to have to fire the entire staff after tonight's show and start anew. Wages will have to go down too. I dropped a $100 bill into the crack in the street outside, and I didn't feel like leaning over to fish it out. So now I can't afford to pay them what I used to.
You bastard, you'll never get away with this.
What do you care? You don't even work here. Although I do have a few positions opening up if you're interested.
Boss, good news! The gut-defiler wedding band is woken up! Apparently, they were just passed out!
Perhaps they were not given some sort of poison ale after all.
Whoever did this to them told them it was pirate ale. It was two guys who wouldn't shut up about wool. We're looking for them now.
Pirate ale. Yeah, that'd do it. That stuff is like 75% ABV. Normally, it's only legal to sell in international waters, where pirates live. To a non-pirate, it's quite a strong ale.
Well then, I suppose we will let you go, just like we're about to let our staff go. Don't ever try to unionize this place again, or the next workers will meet the same fate.
Damn you! Someday, workers all over the world are going to rise up against people like you.
Man, I hope not. It's fun to have a lot of money, and really easy too. Anyway, doors open, feel free to leave whenever, and if you try to tell the authorities that our venue has a detention cell, don't bother. We'll just say it's for shooting cool music videos. Disturbed shot a video in here for their Sound of Silence cover, but it was too scary to release.
All I'm saying is that my solo album takes place in the 1800s when it was normal to go to the store and buy a bag of wool. And most families would save up for months to get one.
Well, my solo album takes place in the future, where bags of wool are so common that people throw them in the trash all the time. And that's okay because it's a utopia where there's infinite sheep and lambs.
Your solo album is actually in the past of my solo album. You see, the people in your infinite sheep utopia got so greedy that they destroyed their civilization, and in their future, which is our past, there wasn't enough wool or sheeps to go around anymore. You didn't even realize your utopia was way in the past, back in the days when everyone was Greek and Roman, because their hubris led to their downfall and humanity had to begin anew. That's what I'm saying.
Wrong. My solo album doesn't even take place on this planet. It's in a galaxy where each planet is a giant sheep, and all the trees grow wool. That's why it's so easy to come by.
Hey guys, I know you're going to be disappointed, but I think the union drive is a bust. Rich Fairbank said he's going to fire all the workers in retaliation.
Is that legal?
Yeah, all the workers here are classified as pets in order to skirt labor laws. There's nothing illegal about firing a pet from your family. By the way, did you knock the opening band out with pirate ale?
Yeah, pirate ale. I'm sure they're all still alive and well.
Yeah, they are, and they're pissed that they didn't get to perform.
Wait, they're alive? I mean,
Yeah, we thought they would enjoy pirate ale, so we knocked them out with it. It was pointless though, our set was trash and we sucked, so we broke up the band.
That's funny, because seeing you guys perform made me decide to get more serious about my post-rock band, Autumn's Journey into Fall. Both of my union drives have been complete failures. It's time I get back to doing something that I'm good at. Maybe even hit the road for a few weeks.
Just make sure your bandmates don't try to write insipid pop lyrics to sell out.
Oh, we think having any lyrics at all is selling out. We're inspired by Google sweatshops, but we're kind of doing our own thing at the same time. All of our songs are political, but there's no lyrics, and they all have titles like Sky Tower to Mammon Beach, Mephistopheles Part 3. So no one can criticize us for having superficial and incoherent politics that we can't articulate at all when push comes to shove.
Whoa, that sounds tight. Let us know if you decide to play a local show. We'll be there.
Sure thing. I think I'm going to head back to Standard Supply and grab a few things before I head home for the night. Later, guys.
Was that Dan? Where's he going?
Oh, back to the bar.
Damn. I needed to tell him something. And you guys too. I'm sorry for failing you.
What's up?
I had to sell the bar to Rich and Ruby Fairbank. It was the only way to get my necklace back.
Couldn't you just get a new necklace?
That's what I said, but she didn't believe me.
Huh?
Anyway, they want us to be there at 8 tomorrow morning, even though that's much too early to sell beer. At that hour, most people are still at home drinking beer in their kitchens over breakfast.
I hope they don't make us work hard.
They said we need to start making money, so it's probably going to be awful.
Man, I never should have left home and come to this stupid city.
I never should have come to this stupid country.
I don't really care a whole lot about any of this, to be honest. I'm mostly focused on my solo album. If the Fairbanks oppress me, it'll only make my songwriting better.
Maybe their oppressive regime will make me better at pouring beer.
Well, you're already very good at it.
It's the only skill listed on my resume, but I'm sure there's more pouring techniques for me to learn.
I don't want to learn any skills. I'm trying to get rich off my music so I don't have to have any skills.
Having skills isn't so bad. And hey, you're pretty good at social media. Maybe you should tweet that Standard Supply is under new ownership.
I'm gonna level with you. I haven't tweeted a single time since I got this job. I've basically just been screwing around all day, every day. Basically just goofing off and doing screwy cartoon shit all the time.
That's okay. It's not like anything matters anyway. Ever since I won that bar in a single hand of poker, it's been my dream to run a successful bar. But now I've failed and everyone is mad at me. Nobody's life could possibly be worse than mine.
Oh, hey, Nika. Didn't realize you'd be here.
I'm just packing up some things before I head out.
Same here. Guess I'll see you tomorrow.
No. I mean, I'm really out of here. Basically, forever. And I will never see anyone ever again.
Don't tell me you drank the poison ale.
Oh, nothing like that. Although I did tell Raina that I'm going to make her feel bad for what she's done.
What did she do?
She hasn't told you? She sold the bar to the Fairbanks. They're taking it over tomorrow.
Shit, I can't work for them. They crushed my dreams of forming a union.
Well, to be fair, so did I, but it's not like it matters anymore. Even if you managed to form a union here at Standard Supply, the Fairbanks would have crushed it as soon as they took over. If anything, I saved you from an even more heartbreaking defeat.
I guess so. Well, now I feel even more resolved about hitting the road with my post-rock band. Feels like the Fairbanks and people like them control more and more of the music business. But there's still plenty of DIY spaces and small clubs out there dedicated to real music. Maybe playing in a few of those spots will lift my spirits again.
Hey, you need anyone to play keys or guitar? Tambourine? Really anything. I could use something to get my mind off all this too.
Well, we've already got 5 guitarists and 3 keyboardists and 2 tambourine players. There's always room for one more. Come to practice with me tomorrow. We'll sort something out. We haven't practiced in like 4 months, but these guys are pros. I'm sure everyone's as eager to hit the road as we are.
Perfect. I won't let you down.
You're Proxy Starlight, aren't you?
Yeah. I mean, I just finished my set 15 minutes ago, so it would be weird if someone here didn't know who I was.
Your debut album, Proxy Starlight vs. the Evil Rabbit from a Space Planet, debuted at number 57 on the Billboard Heat Seekers chart.
All right, well, I'm out of here.
No, wait, sorry. It's a habit. I'm Rex Rhapsody.
Oh, right. I know you from Twitter. A few weeks ago, you asked people what their favorite album about a space bird was, and I had to mute it.
Right. Look, I think I know why you're so interested in space.
Yeah, I want to be the 68th woman to go there. I don't want to miss this chance. Because if I wait and I'm the 69th, people on the internet will never shut up about it.
Actually, that could be good for your career.
All right. Well, think I'm gonna get out of here.
No, wait. I'm serious, though. I think I know who you are, or at least what you are.
What do you mean?
You're Canadian.
Well, that's half right. But what do you really mean by that?
I think I know what you're looking for, and where you can find it. There's a place in Red Deer, Alberta called Standard Supply Science and Research. Go there and tell them I sent you. It's absolutely what you're looking for.
How do you know about this place? Standard Supply Science and Research.
Coldplay's The Scientist was released in the United Kingdom on November 11, 2002 as the second single from A Rush of Blood to the Head and reached number 10 in the UK charts.
All right. Well, think I'll be going.
Right. When you get there, say hello to Professor Abacus for me and ask him what's his favorite Rolling Stones album opener.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that, but really, thanks. I've probably been here too long and this place doesn't feel safe anymore.
I've been thinking the same thing.